Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Have another shave of the day, and today we're going to be doing Pharaoh's Dreamsicle from Stirling. If you like kind of that orange Julia smell that smells so awesome, oh yeah, this one's for you. So if you like orange, yeah, orange Dreamsicle. Excellent, excellent. And we're also going to be using the Rockwell I think it's the 6S. I always think it's a 6C, but I think it's a 6S. It's the color that throws me off all the time. But with some Gillette 7 o'clock blacks. Yep. Thanks from Sig Solo for giving me this razor. And he also gave me this. Oh yeah. That's the Beetlejuice Yashi brush, 24 knot synthetic. He also gave me a same thing, but in Badger brush too. So I got that one too. So that was from Sig. So it's kind of also the Shaving Disciple gave me the blades. So it's almost a 100% gifted shave today. And also, we're going to be using Pharaoh's Dreamsicle. If you're using Pharaoh's Dreamsicle, why not use the matching splash? It's like, I don't have very many splashes from different, from Stirling, but that's the one I was like, yes, I want that one. Along with the Citron, it's like, excellent scents that come with those. All right, so I got the old... big old brush here. Paint the fish. Well, that was a big old blob. It hit the... Got a lot of soap flying everywhere here. It's the flying soap. Man, that smells so good. Alright, let's see if we can clean this mess up. Ugh. That was a big blob. Another big blob. And we got an iceberg. Well, it would be a shave without watching the suds fly everywhere. Now, I'm using the 4 setting on this one. Got the 4 plate in there. And we'll see how this works out. Usually I use the 3. Not bad so far. Doesn't seem too aggressive. Yep. A little drippy this morning. Jeff would be very happy with my lather I got whipped up today. Well hydrated, that's for sure. So, how's everybody's day going? That's going alright with me. Kind of a slow, easy morning today. Got a lot of stuff to do this week, but didn't sleep too well last night. Which is interesting because I was outside yesterday. But that's Mare. Then next thing you know, it's like my wife was running around this morning when she going to work, and I was like a bowl in the china closet, china cabinet, banging around, and it's like, okay, I suppose I can live on my 4 hours sleep today. I was planning on getting some sleep, but I think she resents that I don't get up until about 8 a.m. when she's been to work for a couple hours by the time I get out of bed. But it's like, I don't think she ever gets it that when you go to bed at 3 a.m., getting up at 5 is not a lot of sleep. But still, she thinks that if I'm not up at the same time as she is, that I'm lazy or something. I don't know. Makes no sense to me, but just because we have it, I don't know how many of you have a spouse that has a different sleep schedule than you do. Like, I know it's always been contentious. It's like, even when I was getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work back in the day, I still didn't go to bed till midnight or 1. Just never been a person that could sleep a lot. I'm always been a person that would get a lot done. The old saying it used to be back in days. They had the old Army commercials. I think it was in the 90s. And it's like, we do more by 6 a.m. than most people do all day. Well, there's a reason. We never go to sleep. Like when I was in the field, guys would be like, I'm so tired, I can barely keep awake. Well, I don't have that problem. Usually it's by the 3rd day that I start getting tired when you're in the field for a couple weeks. Every 3 days, you get sleep good. There was one time where, this is when I was in OCS, Officer Candidate School. And we were in the field. We just got done doing a 20-mile road march through the training areas and stuff. The whole purpose of that is just to wear you out. And then the first night, we're in the field, so you march out there, march all around, tire you out. It's all mental, really. It was screwing with you mentally. That was the whole purpose of the exercise, really. And we marching, we got ambushed many times, and that kind of stuff. It's like you're maneuvering, and we get to the area, and it's like, right, dig some low-level, basically ranger graves in your area, and shell scrapes, other people would know them as. And they had us on the perimeter, and then the OPFOR come in the middle of the night, and it's like almost everybody fell asleep. There was supposed to be 50% watch, and even then, half the guys and gals, because OCS was co-ed, and my battle buddy was a girl, female, and she, I was like, all right, you take the rest of it, and I'll be on. I wasn't tired, like comparatively. She just immediately like out, like sleep. Next thing you know, it's like I see movement up in front of me, and it's like looking like fireflies. I was like, what the heck? And I come to realize what it was. It was guys, they had a small little chem light in their mouth, and they go, open it up, because I would see that it wasn't kind of like seeing a firefly. I didn't have nods and night vision goggles, And so I'm like seeing this, I'm like, that is not natural. That doesn't look right. And then next thing you know, it's like I finally realized what it was. Because I got pretty good night sight. And I could see when they got close, and I could see their teeth, you know, because it kind of gave their teeth a little bit, especially if they were using a different kind of toothpaste or something, or fluoride, it would kind of glow. Like, okay, they're trying to penetrate our lines. And they got up close to me, and I said, "Oh, what's the password?" They didn't do anything. And I think, "What's the password?" And then once they didn't say that, I opened up on them. It's like, you know, because we're using blanks with Miles gear. And I opened up on them, and it was like, come to find out, the whole line was penetrated because almost everybody was asleep. And we ended up having my little section had a firefight because we're the ones that were still alive because they were going through and they had plastic knives with a red stuff that would go across people's necks, and they were offing them. And when they woke up, they were like, "Quiet, you're dead." And so I was near the HQ area. They were right behind me. And they did, just because I stopped them and opened up on them. It was the HQ section, and my little perimeter section were the only ones that lived the whole deal the first night. So it saved lives that night. That's funny. Yeah, I was skimming through Facebook the other night, and I guess it was Saturday night. They had the officer recognition, and lots of pictures of my former classmates, all colonels. Almost all the leadership in all these battalions were all former classmates. Kind of cool. Something I miss. I think about half my class went infantry. I was one of the few ones that went cavalry. We had some transportation guys, and you know, vast majority of the guys that were in the class. You know, we started in our class, we had like 135, I think we started off with. Graduated, I think, 28. And almost everybody was, say over half the class was infantry. Putting on blue. Two of us went to the cab. And it was like 4 went engineers. Then we had 2, looks like my battle buddy was Mary. She went admin, basically. And, well, another one I got, what was her name? I can't remember. But it was, Mostly all combat arms. Except for a couple, you know, with supply and transportation. That was, wow, 28 years ago. Time flies, I guess. Wow, that was a good shave. I don't mind it. The 4 setting slightly more aggressive than the 3. I felt it wasn't bad. It's like right through here on the 4 setting was great. I just want to get up to the upper lip and right to here with all the, you know, when you got the scar tissue and everything. That's when I started feeling it was hitting the tops of my scars. That made a little bit of difference. No, got stinging line a little bit through here and across the upper lip. Other than that, man, that smells good. It smells wonderful, actually. Woo! A little bit. Yeah, let's see. And it's aromatherapy for your morning. All right, that was the shave of the day with Pharaoh's Dreamsicle from Stirling. Excellent soap. Man, I really love this stuff. Glad I picked it up and was like, yep, must have more. And then we had the Rockwell 6S with some Gillette Black, you know, on setting 4. Thank you, Sig. Excellent. And thanks for the Shaving Disciple for the blades also. So that was the shave of the day. Oh, yes. Thanks, Sig, for the brush. Another wonderful little addition to it. So that's the shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. And we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.